Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Open eCry midweek market commentary for the week of August 26th. My name is Toby Gennaro from Trade with Precision. I'm just standing in for Simon Clark this week, and we'll take a look at what's hot in the market this week. And we'll kick things off here today with a look at gold. We're looking at the mini contract here available on the Nice Life Exchange, the YG contract. Pretty good volume on these. And just looking here at the at some of the higher time frames here, starting out with the monthly chart. Obviously had this nice rundown. I don't have a Fibonacci retracement in here, but let's take a look at what this is. Just from the most widest range here, basically that's the nearest swing low, basically on this just enormous trend right here, basically to the swing high. And when we put in that Fibonacci retracement, what we get is basically a 62% pullback right on the letter there. And then we're getting a nice bounce off of that, and basically we've had 2 months of a nice run in gold, and it looks like we could be making our way back up to possibly that 1551 level. A little far away right now, but we could take a look at some of the lower time frames and see maybe if there's some closer targets that we can get involved with. But 1551 puts us right back in the middle of the moving averages right there on the monthly chart, so it's a distinct possibility. As we move down to the weekly chart and looking at what's going on here, I've got this retracement level going back. So I drew the Fibonacci retracement from the swing high here all the way down to the swing low, and looking for that retracement back up until we can maybe get a better idea of where some sell orders might be coming into, or where folks that are bullish on gold are looking to push the price. So as we look at this, the 50% retracement is still a little ways away up here at right around 1490, and then the 62% retracement is up around 1564, which basically puts this 1551 level like just right in the middle, or somewhere up around closer to that 62% level, where we have kind of that basically that neckline sits right there. So in looking at that, it looks like we've got some more room to run on gold is what we're thinking here, and trying to look at this technically to sort it out for ourselves. We just came up with this level right here at 1420, and we broke up through this level. I'd like to see a close above this level, and then it looks like we can get above this level at 1420 pretty clearly. It looks like we got clear sailing maybe to up around 1491, which is a pretty big move. So we're looking at some very high time frames here, but we have some good momentum from what it looks like in the market. We don't have the optimal chart structure here on the weekly chart, but we do have the 50, the 20, and the 10 on the daily chart, making some strides. We've got a series here of higher highs and higher lows, and making this move. And what I'm really looking for are, as you can see, the 480 chart, and I'll show you the 240 as well. We've got the 50, the 20, the 200, the 50, the 20, and the 10 moving up really nice. Whole series of higher highs, higher lows. I'm really looking for just another pullback. As you can see, these pullbacks have been right back down into these support levels, and this one pulled back right back down into that level there at right around 1380. And so I'm really kind of looking for another pullback, maybe down in around this 1405 level, and see if we can get a nice bullish candle. We'll look for the trend flow setup, and then look for this market to push onward. As we move down to the 240 chart, you get a little better idea of what I'm looking at here. Just have a beautiful formation here of the moving averages all fanned out, nicely spaced out in the direction of the predominant trend. And then you can see these nice candles that are setting up right in and around that 10-20 period buy zone, and how the market just takes off, gets acceleration away from the moving averages, and we get the pullback back down to the moving averages, and then either sideways consolidation, or we get these setup candles, and then the market just takes off from there. So looking for another one of those on 2 or more time frames. You can see we have something fairly similar here, all the way down to the 120-minute chart, and really, quite frankly, we can take this all the way down to the 60-minute chart. We're getting some great setups there as well. So a couple of good time frames there, from the 60 all the way up to the 480, where we can look for some nice trending chart structures and some trend flow setups on gold mini contract. So keep a lookout for that. There's nothing setting up here just yet, but it might take a little time this week. But really kind of stocking that, looking for a worthwhile setup on the trend flow trade. And if you don't understand the trend flow trade and some of the things we're talking about here, take a look at the website, and look out for the advanced strategy course. We're going to be running that here in the next couple of weeks, and we'll actually teach two trending strategies to keep in your bag and to make as part of your trading plan. So take a look at that, and that'll help you to understand what we're doing here on the market commentaries. The EC contract here, looking at the euro, so the euro dollar pairing, and doing that with a futures contract instead of the spot market. And we talked about this one a little bit earlier on in the week on the Monday morning market commentary. Still haven't gotten the move yet, and the market's really just kind of hanging around up in this zone here. But as you can see, we have the moving averages in alignment here. The only one we don't have is the 200, but we do have some nice a series of just higher highs and higher lows here throughout the quite frankly, the last couple of months, and we got a nice bullish candle in the buy zone right here. We got a break above that, but we're still kind of hovering, haven't really taken off from that level. And it seems like this 134 level is really kind of holding up the program here. And so once we can break, I think that 34 level, looks like we might be able to get a move back up here, possibly to a 137, even though that's a little ways away. But as we come down in the time frames to the daily chart, you can see here we do have all the moving averages in alignment very nicely. The 200, the 50, the 20, the 10, whole series of higher highs, higher lows, and another nice bullish candle there right in the middle of the buy zone. Got that set up yesterday, actually a couple of them here. And once we get the break, I don't think we have the break of the high of that candle just yet, but the high is really dead at 134, and then we're sitting there right at 133.99. So it looks like it's just on the verge of breaking up through that setup candle, which will be good. That should get us up to at least 134.5 and then possibly beyond. And so if you move down in the time frame, you can see a little bit of a flat level setting up around this level. We got the market trending up with price action. These higher lows in place, moving up right into that flat level. And as we move down to some of the lower time frames, we can see some of the touches there right around that level. It's not as exact as we would like it, but pretty close there for the 240-minute chart. And we've got the right setup on the moving averages, higher lows, continuously moving up into that level. And looks like we might get a break of that level here in the next couple of days, and it could be a good setup that we're stocking right now. So kind of a combination trend flow trade on the higher time frames, and then a momentum breakout to the upside on some of the lower time frames. So overall, good looking trade there on the euro. So a couple of markets there setting up possibly for the week. Take a look at those, and I would like to thank you all for watching the Open eCry midweek market commentary for the week of August 26th, and we look forward to speaking to you next week on the Market Update.